Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about the 6 degrees of freedom in relation to athletic training. This is really a coaching analysis tool, but it will help people really understand exercises, what exercises are for, and why exercises are designed the way that they are designed. Think of this as breaking down into 2 families, the classic family and the rotational family. Heave, surge, sway, the classics. Pitch, yaw, roll. That's where all the fun stuff really lies. Let's get nerdy and mathy and describe this in X, Y, and Z. Classic math stuff. Think about heave as moving up and down. Think of surge as moving forward and back. And think of sway as moving side to side. In our classics of athletic training, barbell would be very much focused on heave. Heave, moving straight up and straight down. When you deadlift, you move a weight straight up and straight down. When you back squat, you move a weight straight up and straight down. When you do an overhead press, you move a weight straight up and straight down. When you do a bench press, you move a weight straight up and straight down. Heave is where a lot of people focus on building maximum strength. Then surges, surging forward or surging back would mean moving forward and moving back. Think of that as step forward lunges, step back lunges. And sway would be stepping laterally, moving from the left or moving to the right. The fun stuff that doesn't get talked about that much in training is pitch, yaw, spelled it wrong, yaw, and roll. The one that I focus on the most is yaw. Pitch is hinging forward and back, whether your body or from the hip. Yaw is rotating about our central vertical axis, and roll would be rolling around our axis. When people think about these, I always use Top Gun as the analogy because it's kind of awesome and everybody remembers Top Gun. Well, everybody of my generation anyway. A plane can heave up and down based on wind current or temperature, right? It goes up, it goes down. The plane surges forward in a straight line. It sways, it moves side to side. The fun stuff is in pitch. Pitch, the nose of the plane pitches down or it pitches up. Roll, it rolls side to side. And yaw is the fun one. Yaw is when Maverick and Goose go in a flat spin out over the ocean, right? They're in a flat spin, they can't get out of it, Goose dies. Most gym training focuses on these things. You use machines, they're probably heaves or surges. You do get some like sidestepping and side lunging stuff in the gym. It's not super common, but it is there. Think lateral lunges with dumbbells. Pitch is also in our classics of barbell because you pitch your body when you do deadlifts. You hinge forward at the hips, you stand all the way up. So there's a pitch and a heave in that movement. Same thing is true of a squat. There's not supposed to be pitch in an overhead press, but it's mostly heave. The stuff that we talk about on this channel is really down in this category right down here. Yaw, rotating about our central axis because that's the one that's kind of where most sports stuff lies. If you throw a punch, then you would yaw and you would not punch with your arm. You would rotate your body and use your core to engage the punch, whether it be a cross or a jab. Yaw would also be baseball bat swings. You would rotate around your central axis, engage your core, use your ab muscles in order to hit things. If you were to chop down trees with an axe, there would be a lot of yaw. We focus a lot on clubs and maces and kettlebells. Clubs and maces can move in all of these degrees of freedom. I focus mostly on the stuff that's not covered in other forms of training. So things like shield cast mills, inside circles and outside circles, all focus on yaw because I don't see a lot of gym exercises that do that. Kettlebell exercises are more like barbell. They focus a lot on heave, overhead press, heave and pitch, clean. There would be an anti-rotation or an anti-yaw in a lot of kettlebell training. When you rip a kettlebell up in a clean, your body produces a bit of yaw, and then when you catch it, you're fighting yaw because the weight's trying to push you into rotation. You can focus all this stuff in this plane of movement, but why? It's covered by gym stuff. So use this idea to start analyzing everything that you can do. If you're trying to write a program for some specific purpose, this is going to be the key. You can watch an event or watch a sport, see the movements that are involved in it, and then start crafting backwards from those movement drills in order to help improve. That's what coaches do, or that's what coaches are supposed to do. They're not supposed to just regurgitate exercises that they know. They're supposed to be able to craft new exercises for a specific purpose. If you are just using exercises that come from National Academy of Sports Medicine or something, you're not a coach, you're a teacher. You're regurgitating something that somebody else told you was for a specific purpose. This is one of the keys to crafting your own understanding of movement. It's a nerdy idea, but integrate it. The 6 degrees of freedom: heave, surge, sway, pitch, yaw, and roll. Quickly, let's integrate pitch, yaw, and roll onto our XYZ graph. Think about each one of these. You rotated around your vertical axis would be yaw. You rotated this way around your vertical axis, that would be roll, and pitch would be rotating that way. Math nerds, it would be XYZ and RQS. That's the way the human body moves in every sport, and all you got to do is figure out which directions you're moving, what is the thing you're trying to accomplish, and then figure out how to load that to help you get better at whatever you want to get better at.